So the Arkansas Natural Heritage Commission was founded in 1973, and our mission is to preserve the natural heritage of Arkansas. My name is Dr. Dustin Lynch. I am the Chief of Research and Zoologist for the Arkansas Natural Heritage Commission. So I lead our research team, which consists of several different kinds of researchers. We have an aquatic ecologist, a botanist, we have a grants coordinator, an ornithologist, and then we have our data scientist. And part of what we do is protecting and conserving these places that are really kind of like living museums. So they offer a glimpse into the past of what Arkansas would have been like pre-settlement. So we have 79 different natural areas, and we collectively manage more than 74,000 acres across the state. So we're talking about a lot of land, and what makes us a little bit different than some of the other kinds of places in the state is these are specifically acquired and protected and sometimes restored for rare species of plants and animals. Every natural area is open to the public. We encourage people who kind of want to have an off the beaten path adventure to go. You don't expect things like you would have at a state park. You don't have, big visitor centers and restrooms and things like that. A lot of them have trails, but some don't. You're gonna see a really cool natural area called Lorance Creek. When I say a swamp, what you are probably thinking of is like kind of gross, slimy, stagnant water, right? Lorance Creek is a beautiful groundwater-fed swamp. The water is really clear. It's just that the bottom is kind of muddy and covered with leaf litter. But there's species that live there that need really high water quality. So it's a swamp fed by groundwater. It's really cold, really clear, high quality. And there's kind of a mosaic of different kinds of natural communities and habitats out there. So you'll see cypress, you'll see tupelo. There's also some more open marshy areas, and then there's pine and hardwood mixed forest as well. One of the really cool things about Lorance Creek specifically is that it sits right on the division between two different ecoregions. The coastal plain, which is kind of more of a sandy, slightly more upland area, and then Mississippi Alluvial Plain, which is flat area, like the Delta. There's a paved trail, and then a boardwalk out over the swamp, which is really amazing. And there will be a lot of interpretive signage, and it's really a showcase because it's so close to Little Rock. It's a great place to take people to show them a really cool place that's right here outside the city. And so you're going to have a team of great people out there today with you, and hopefully they'll be able to catch something cool to show you, like some interesting fish or crayfish or salamanders.
And Scotty said there was a good place for salamanders just past the boardwalk. You keep going, get to the end.
Okay, cool.
Here, this is called horse sugar, Symplochus tinctoria. And the reason is because the leaf of it actually tastes sweet, and so horses will eat it. So you can chew on the midrib of the leaf on the boardwalk here. You did?
Yeah, before it was my first scoop.
Awesome.
It has less chance of getting me. It's one of our most widespread crayfish species. It's a stream species, so it's mainly in flowing water, year-round water, as opposed to some of the stuff where I'll show you later out by the road that's a primary burrower, so they live most of the time in groundwater, but they're a long way from a pond or something like this. There he's gone.
Please don't jump out. Go jump in. Little one. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know how well this one's going to show up. This is actually one of my favorites. I think this is a female, so it won't be as brightly colored as the males get. But this is a banded pygmy sunfish. They love this low-lying water stuff, swampy areas. You can find them all over eastern Arkansas. And the males on their cheeks, they get this turquoise blue iridescence all over their cheeks, and they're extremely pretty. And they don't get much bigger than this. They're super small fish that just loves habitat like this. Yeah, I'm trying to get it to flare its fins because it's a cypress darter, also loves stuff like this. And it has a tiny little red speck on its first dorsal fin, so that top fin. And it's an easy way to tell it from some of the others. But it's super pretty. It stays pretty tiny and lives in a swamp. It's just a really cool species that I love.
So this is a spotted salamander, Ambystoma maculatum. Yes, maculatum. And so they are in the family of mole salamanders. So these are these big chonky guys. Some salamandering etiquette is you roll the log, as long as there's nobody else under the log, you want to roll it back to its original position. And then we're going to just put him right in and let him crawl his way in. And then sometimes when they're a little too cozy, I'm like, someone's going to eat you. You got to scoot, scoot, scoot.
In total, we have around 20,000 specimens in our main collection, and then another 25,000 in our additional collections that we've taken on. Our own specimens are of the rare species of Arkansas and the surrounding states. Herbariums are really important for conservation efforts because they kind of serve as a physical voucher for a particular species being in a particular area. So our understanding of like what plants are and how what species are is constantly changing, and we're describing new species from things that we thought were one species are actually 2 or 3 different species that have been kind of conflated with each other. So if you had a grass that you thought might have been Dicanthelium scoparium and you wanted to compare it to something else, you can look at specimens like this and see if they share similar features.